Yeah, correct. Certainly, the main top story right now, the summit, Ankara's summit where Donald Trump and chief of the summit, Mark Rutte, and the husband, master of the, oh my God, master of the Recep Tayyip Erdogan have a good meeting for one of the stories here. The 35 F-35 will be supplies to Turkey. Um, the additional for the 3000 Turkish Air Force. So the South continent will be more strong. And certainly the NATO interest and have not the relationship collaboration with the interest of the Israelis not amazing. And so this story I'm telling about the difficulties international relationship and foreign policy. Um, someone think, someone thought, someone are thinking about the foreign policy. This is simple. It's easy. Jesus and so the and Europe stories. The background, the blast during in the Lebanon, Beirut during the visit of Emmanuel Macron in this country. So there was attention about the next campaign in these big countries, second economy of the Europe, the important members of the NATO, and the country will have a Republican tradition and a democracy base, basically. And here I could tell about the man, my short yesterday, where the Christine Lagarde, chief of the ECB, decided to leave our position. Due to the next campaign in the French Republic. He is very interesting story due to one day, 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago, Christine Lagarde decided decide to do information step for the distribution of the message about her wishes to leave position as the ECB's chief. And it's very interesting additional attention for the ECB. She has it achieved the 2% at the level of the inflation. Certainly, it's a big decision, but another story as Commission must be more cooperation, collaboration with the economies and financial structure in Europe. Is very difficult, very complicated this situation due to the Europe more federal structure than the United States of America, even uh, and the more the difficult is the United Kingdom, the North Ireland, Scotland, Wales, um, and England, more difficulties. And the additional the problem in this complicated feature of the story, the new members, poor members, and necessary to help the Balkanian countries, for example. Here, the Europe not only uh, two position with the problem on economical growth, but three position economical structure, the differences and the big distance geographically since the Reykjavik to the Burgos and since the Lesbo to the Tampa, Turku, and the another other problems. And right now the hot weather is very I'm sympathetic for the European where the thousands of people have been died. And so the sample of the Christian Lagarde decided, I think, Russian economic financial role when the Bulgarian chief of Russian Central decided refused to participation in Petersburg economic forum and another actions very precisely for the Russia. I think here she made it as a protest against the benefit of the Russian Ilinka Street, Russian treasuries, which pump money by the print with the use print means the first quarter of the year in the Russian economy. This is was basically for the base as a inflation as a real became as a bubble phenomenon. Phenomenon right now 6% and increasing. So the right now inflation not only the prices, but the big the money in cash form, including in the internal money circulation. For example, the Russian consumers, users took money from the bank accounts and transformed it in the cash in the cash form. But all understanding that the cash form is a hot money, not under the pure under the currency rate right now have a jump. The 50% is very terrible. And I think the was right as a participant refused to the participation in the Petersburg economical economical it's a very strong situation about it. And so the Kremlin are not optimistic on these ideas. And another story is the French Republic. We have the formation as the French Supreme Court took surface appellation of the Marine Le Pen, while who participation the three or four time participation as a candidate of the campaign in this country. And certainly it is not amazing if the Marine Le Pen will be take part in the campaign. So the main story we have two women which will be competition with who will take campaign in the next election is very certainly I think the Brussels understanding that to do competition, real competition against Marine Le Pen, very difficult, and I think that's my opinion. Christine Lagarde must be advanced for the position as the candidate, as the candidate of the campaign after the Emmanuel Macron. And certainly right now for the Brussels, the position of the who will be ECB chief is another story. And let's return to the NATO summit, and where Donald Trump has a relationship with Italy and Latin America. This is a difficult period, and was mistaken, and said Marco Rutte, the US Force had based in Spain, Italy, for without the advertisement and additional messages in the media. And certainly, the Donald Trump had a reaction against the media information. He is well known, the big information expert and a leader in the information front. And all stories, understanding the method of Donald Trump is to do a policy with as during first term by the tweet, and the second term by the social through social. And certainly another media as the around surrounding of this story. And so the right now we have information as Donald Trump refused any conversation with the Iran. So the Congress as body of the family brought arrived to the Shiites part of the Iraq for the as a funeral procedure. This is certainly another story. But the Ukraine will be, get additional money for the military aid since the NATO and the acceptation as a member Ukraine, it seems, wasn't discussed in the NATO. But here the task of the Ukraine president to collect all the Soviet and the Russian weapons in the Europe, for example, Algeria, including Morocco. You know the Polish government utilization MiG-29, and I supposed suggested you know the Taliban delegation was participation in the funeral in the Tehran, and remember it I suppose suggest to the use of weapon in Afghanistan, which after the withdrawal the 1st of August, 6 years ago, remains in the Afghanistan. Also, the more weapon we have in Cuba, Venezuela, and this is weapon must be utilization in Ukraine. It's a very interesting story. Will be for the then certainly here mm, the supplies F-35 in Poland, Turkish. That's a very advanced political decision uh, of this modern situation. And certainly the industrial power of Europe must be transformation for the achieve the 35 the 5% 5% of GDP net expenditures. So this is a great sum right now as additional information. The budget, the illustration for the decision of Christine Lagarde. Um, budget have 2 trillion euros. This is big big sum as the all GDP of the Russian Federation. This is by the way. So thank you. See you later. Bye bye.